guys doing? Hope you're going to have an awesome day today. Arrowverse here. Can you do me a favor? Hit that like and subscribe. And while you're at it, push that bell for notifications so you can get the scoop of my newest upcoming videos. Wow, Legends of Tomorrow Season 7 Episode 1 is finally here. It came by. This is going to be one hell of a recap video. Oh my goodness, it is so awesome. I truly did love this episode. This was quite a banger, I gotta admit. I can't wait to see the second episode. What's going to happen and what's next on the agenda of the list. Wow. So you guys ready? Alright, let's do this recap. So they're in a small town, 1925 still. There's a slight problem though. Yes, this problem takes place at the sheriff's office. Now, the reason why is because a lot of the townsfolk are complaining to the sheriff saying that, yeah, we saw some strange things on the farm. What's going on? We saw some strange form lizards, and we saw also a huge nuclear wave that wiped out all the lizards. Now, the sheriff, he was sort of buying into it. He was getting annoyed by it mostly. Now, some of the legends that are left, they're traveling and about to walk onto the Wave Rider when suddenly another Wave Rider came out of nowhere. Now, when this Wave Rider came out of nowhere, I have a theory about this Wave Rider. But if you look closely underneath the Wave Rider, it looks like a little bomb that they just drop on their Wave Rider, their way home. So, well, they're stuck here in 1925, and this is the aftermath of the wreckage, what happened. And so, yes, it's a lot of debris here, but the thing is that it's going to cause a lot of attention, but they have a plan. How about we go teleport ourselves on the Wave Rider with a timed beer watch, and let's have ourselves a little party with the guests that destroyed our own Wave Rider, basically. So they're loading up, gearing up, and let's just say that once they're about to open up the portal, something bad happens to the watch. Yes, when Nate tries to open a portal onto the Wave Rider that destroyed their own Wave Rider, well, it's out of batteries, and yes, they need to recharge it. So they realize that, yeah, we are totally lost in 1925. We need to find a way out of here. I have no idea what we should do, but they're going to come up with a plan, a very good one. Alright, so they're trapped in Spooner's mother's house at the moment right now. They're thinking, okay, we are legends. We are people that have special abilities, and we're stuck in 1925. What should we do? Then someone knocks on the door, and it's a pastor. Now, this pastor, he's a little nosy person, basically. He's trying to dig in some information to the legends. They politely shut the door on him, most likely. So, what happens next is that Spooner says that we cannot stay here because people are looking around, and they will be telling a lot of people that, yes, there's some disturbance and interesting things going on around here. And so Nate is thinking of a different kind of plan, and so is Gary. Gary is thinking about something about the Wave Rider. There is emergency time watch safe inside the Wave Rider, but they need to find it. The Wave Rider is destroyed, so they need to find where this time carrier safe is at. So they end up splitting up. When they split up, they try to find it and see if, well, hopefully it's still in the safe of time watch. It's their last hope. So Ashe has a spell. She casts a tracking spell that Johnny taught her. Unfortunately, this spell leads to a building that happens to be, yes, the sheriff's building. And so the reason why the sheriff has the safe, because, well, it was the nosy pastor. He was snooping around on the farm and he stole their safe. And so they need to come up with a plan, a distraction, a diversion, because they know that the sheriff and a lot of people are going to be coming over at their house, and eventually they're going to find the wreckage and a lot of things that they shouldn't know. Gary says, how about we come up with big distraction, which is a circus. So they inevitably do say that, okay, we're going to create a circus, a huge distraction. Zari, you're on the clothing duty, and Nate, you're going to have to kind of finesse your way and talk to the sheriff with Ava, how to get the safe back. Okay, now that they're all ready and prepared, they had to go inside the town and convince people, yes, there's a big circus coming afoot. We would like all of you to join so that no one will rise suspicion. So as soon as Nate is posing as Hoover, the sheriff is a little sus about it, but Nate eventually, I guess you could say, it tells him, I'll give you a little promotion. And so the legends are showing off their powers. They're saying that, okay, come to the circus, it's okay. They got the safe back. Now, the thing is that when they're getting the safe back, the sheriff, he still doesn't buy it. He doesn't really buy that Nate is actually Hoover. He's going to do his own research a little bit. His little girl asks Gary, so when is the circus? Gary says that the circus is later on today. Yeah, the legends are screwed. So the legends are seriously gonna have to practice their I suppose powers and what they could do, what they could not do. But as for the safe, they thought that they could easily teleport out of there, but they only found the, I suppose, the book, the rules book of the agency. And so the sheriff actually calls the real Hoover, and the real Hoover actually comes to the small town while Spooner's mother finally returns home. And Spooner, well, let's just say that she's looking at the legends preparing, and she wants to tell the legends, like, I really don't want you guys to have this circus over at my house. So Ashe goes about, and she tries to fix the Wave Rider, which means Hoover finally arrives inside the sheriff's office. Hoover says it's a medley bandits that are posing as my identity. So as soon as Ashe was nearly about to combine the Wave Rider back together again, she collapsed. So the legends are the Midland gang. That's what Hoover calls them basically right now. And so they had to hide inside a room because Hoover comes unannounced right inside Spooner's mother's house. Yes. I suppose he has his jurisdiction, meaning he could do whatever he wants to. The key that Johnny gave Zari, well, let's just say that it's a key to a different portal. So once the legends go inside this different portal, they're kind of not in Kansas anymore. Because once they lead to this portal, it looks like they're inside Johnny's house, which is kind of true, Gary says, but Nate says, what happens if we leave? Yes. They're kind of in another dimension, and it's sort of connected to hell itself. So this is Johnny's little safe zone. Zari wants staying here by herself, and now that the coast is clear, Hoover is searching the campus around the farm. Ava, she finds out that there's actually a scientist in New York, well, engineer, that has a key to them escaping, which is teleporting and getting out of here. So they don't need to have a circus. They need to actually convince everyone, how about we become the Midla bandits so that we're distracting Hoover. And that actually did work. Spooner and Ashe are staying there at the farm. So Hoover really thinks that these are the bandits, and the legends go along with it. They're like, you know what, screw it. We're the bandits. We're the Midla bandits. So what we need to do is we need to keep on robbing, I suppose, a lot of banks along the way till we get to New York. So their first stop is the town itself. So Ava and Sara go inside the bank, while Nate and B, I suppose, they're the lookouts. They're really smart and smooth. They actually stole a lot of people's guns. They just walk out inside the bank empty-handed. A lady walks by and she says, I know you guys are holding up the building, but you guys aren't the Midland Bandits. You really need to change up the name. So B changes the name. How about the Bullet Blondes? I suppose Nate says that does have a catch feel. So they named it the Bullet Blondes. It's an alright name. I like it. Alright, so obviously the rest of the legends are happy about that name. And so, well, let's just say that they have $93 in their pockets on the way to New York. Remind you, Hoover is still chasing them, so he has a roadblock, and well, let's just say that the roadblock is nothing compared to Nate. You can shoot the car all you want to, but Hoover is so obsessed with the Midland Bandits. He actually jumped on top the roof of the car. And so they thought that he was dead, but he wasn't dead. He pulled out a gun. He shot Nate right in the head. Sadly, the bullet bounced off Nate's face and boosh. Yeah, it hit Hoover right in the head. The legends are shocked because Hoover is a really most important person in 1925. Yes, government secrecy. So they had to really come up with a plan, a big one, a even diabolical one. This plan that they come up with is crazy and insane. It's Ava's idea too. Ava says, you know what, there's no witnesses, so Gary, you need to eat this body. Like, seriously. No evidence. I'm like, dang, Ava's ruthless. They even say Ava is ruthless. Alright, so Astra she's fine right now. Her and Spooner, they're on the farm. And, well, let's just say that Astra releases one last spell on accident. And the spell, well, it brings back someone to life. I knew this was a familiar face. This is actually Gideon. Yes, Gideon in a human body, human form. Last time we saw her was in, I believe, season 5 or season 4. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys are new, subscribe to the channel as always. And yes, I'll see you all in the next video, of course.